Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ready Set Pop. My name is Mariel Pastori, greeting you from Mexico City, and I'm here joined by my two beautiful co hosts. All the way from Brazil, we have Lucas Abachi, and all the way from Colombia, we have Mauricio Sierra. Hello, boys.
Hello,
Hello,
girl.
hello,
Hello,
friends. So,
guys.
how are you today,
It is
friends?
nice to see you guys.
Yeah, we are good.
Good.
We are good.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
today, today's episode is a topic chosen by our friend Mao. And the topic for today is future legends. Do they have the potential to become the next best superstar? Well, you will find out with us tonight. Each of us pick three artists so we can talk about this artist in particular to see if we believe that they have the potential to become the next best thing. So I gotta be really honest and say that I didn't know any of the artists that both Lucas and Mao shared
Oh,
tonight. So for me, it was all new, and it's gonna be raw. My comments tonight. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
she's on fire.
I'm on fire, baby. I'm on fire. Okay. So Mao, why did you decide to talk about this tonight?
Okay, friends. Thank you, Mariel. I been reading different information about it, and all the time I'm watching videos about it. Like new artists are disposable. Like we don't have artists, elite A-list artists like Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston anymore. Like these legends, we don't have them. So I was thinking about it, and the way that we consume music nowadays is very different in the comparison to the past. So everything goes very fast. Like as a song is released, and immediately is number one, and immediately is like everybody's forgetting about the song. And it was not like in our times. When we were growing up, it was different. Like you were listening to the song all the time on the radio, and that's the reason we have the idols that we have today for the three of us. Like we admire so much people because of that reason. Because in the past was different. Like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Pink, a lot of artists that were like very, I don't know how to say it, like legends, like right now are legends. Even when Britney, the situation for Britney is very sad, they are legends for us, and even Madonna, Whitney, Mariah Carey. So I want to have this conversation on the table today, and ask you, friends, like, what do you think about these new artists nowadays? If maybe we have someone in the map that has this kind of potential to become like the future legend. So I want to start asking you with, I want to start with two questions, actually, asking you, how do you think an artist can survive to the music industry to become a legend? Because, sometimes it's about the music industry, the music industry creates this kind of artists and suddenly they discard this kind of artists. So, but some artists can get over of this, can make something different to be against the music industry and to become a legend. So what do you think about it, Mario?
Okay, thank you, Mimao. I think that it's the passion for what you do,
Yeah.
and it's not just the passion for what you do, it's also if you're good enough for it. Because I can love being a painter, let's just say, for example. I can love to paint, but what if I'm not good enough for it? I need to be good, really good enough for it to be, a legend. I can like what I do, But if I'm not really good at what I do, then I'm not gonna make it. And that's
Okay.
what happens nowadays with these artists. They are disposable because they do feel that this passion for fame, for being there on the spotlight. But then you realize as an audience and them as artists that they don't have what it takes to become wow, like this next best thing.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more like the talent that, yes, you gotta love what you do, but you gotta have the talent for it.
So for you, it's like the passion and the talent.
Yes.
Absolutely. Very valid point. Thank you, Mario. What about you, Fran?
Well, thinking about your question of what they can do to survive and eventually become a legend, I first want to start by saying that I don't think that nowadays we're gonna have a lot of them in the future. I think in my mind, I can think a few artists that we're gonna hear in the future when we talk about the history of music. For sure, a few, but I don't think we're gonna have like those type of iconic super heroes, idols anymore. Um, is my opinion, but I think truly, each day by day, I can only think about the industry and playing the game. I think is what makes you, unfortunately, go further in this career and continue being relevant in this market. For example, Christina is a legend, of course, right now, but she went through some ups and downs in this industry because she refused to play some games. Like
Mhm.
all that fight that media was creating between her and Lady Gaga happened, and she was the one losing because she was the one refusing to do that. So behind the curtains and in the backstage of things, they made her look bad. You know, that happened again when she gained some weight. So now that she's skinny and looking young again, you can see everyone praising her again, saying how amazing she was, how amazing she is, what a legend. You know, another example that I can give you is the MTV Michael Jackson Vanguard Award. Uh, that was a lot of artists from her generation have that award, like Britney, Justin, and that didn't happen yet to Christina because she had like a fight or something with MTV in the past because she refused to play some games for them as well. So they never gave to her. So for me, to be honest, I think it's more about playing the game. If you are, especially if you are in the beginning, like Christina, uh, she had the voice. She have the voice to lean on. But after all, even when she has all the talent, she can be, um, how can I say in English, like damaged by this market sometimes because she refused to play the game. You know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And now that you mentioned Christina Aguilera,
Mhm.
I think she was like this kind of artist that was so bad treated by the music industry in that moment, all the time she was like very yes, very damaged by the music industry, like even when she decided not to follow the lane of Britney Spears doing this bubblegum pop, she wanted to be more R&B, soul, etc. And then when she released the script, it was like the same, like, oh, she's a whore, she's a slut, and all the time the music industry was damaging her. So yes, it's a good example. So thank you so much, Tom. The
Yeah.
other question I have for you is legend or just fame? What do you think make an artist a legend, mi Mariel? Is just the fame, or do you
Like I
think?
was saying, no, Mima, fame evaporates, because once you get older, you become forgettable. So fame
Yeah.
evaporates. It's quick. I believe it's more like the talent that I was telling you about. If you really do have the talent and what it takes to be good at whatever it is you're doing, you're gonna be known. I'm sorry. At any age, at any moment of your life, and you're gonna be getting standing ovations. So for me, it's more about the talent, not about the fame.
Okay, okay. What? Thank you so much, Mari. What do you think, friend?
For me, it's not only about the talent. I agree with Marielle, but I think is the power of connection sometimes, because most of the artists that are like really iconic, like Mariah and Celine Dion, for example, they had this super powerful connection with the fans that makes the fans be super loyal for such a long time. You know, like Mariah, for example, she have such an attitude like a diva sometimes, but the fans knows that when it comes to the fans, she's all heart. Like she's very open to the fans, very
Hmm.
grateful, you know, very humble in a way. So I think the power that you build with this connection with your fan base is what makes you go further on it as well. Like for example, now Taylor Swift, you know, the power that she have over the fans is insane. Like she can go number
Right.
one even if she release a remix of a fart that she gave 2 years ago, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's gonna be number one. That's the connection she have with the fans.
Yeah. It's like a complete arc following her. Like it's insane because the fans and this new generation that is different in comparison to us, even when we like some new artists, this generation that follow Taylor Swift, I think they are very passionate about that, like about put my artist in the number one, about like, oh, I'm going to let my cell phone playing the song over and over again during the night only to put my artist in the number one. So I think they're very passionate about it, and that's the reason. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, friends, the dynamic for today, of course, we have these three options, the three of us, and the dynamic is like to defend what do you think this artist that you selected. It's it's has the potential to become like the next superstar. Maybe not. Some of some of the artists that I selected actually I don't think they're going to become this huge. That they're going to be this this amazing pop star. Like a huge legend. But maybe they have some ingredients like to be different in comparison to others. And talking about this, I think today is not like all the time we do, like I like it or not. It's more like what do you think they are or they not when we ask. If Mariel mentions someone, I'm going to say like, oh, I think that maybe she's going to be because of that or no because of the other thing. No, not based on if we like or not, more like okay, I think this in an objective way. So, Mariel, you can start with it.
Okay. Perfect. So the first artist I'd like to talk about is Tate McRae. I chose Tate because I see a lot of potential in her. At first, when I first saw her, I was like, okay, well, whatever. Wasn't so crazy about her. But now that I pay more attention to what she's doing, her performances, her live shows, listening to her album, and being obsessed with her in the past month, I feel like she could be the next Britney because she's a really nice dancer. She is a very, very good dancer, by the way. And she may not have the best voice because she doesn't have the best voice, but she's a great dancer, a great performer. She sings live. She doesn't run out of breath when she does her dancing and then continues singing. So for me, she is like probably a next Britney, not in the category of a Whitney or a Mariah because she lacks the voice, but she does have the potential to become the next best superstar. And I think she's going in a very good way with what she's doing. Um, Obviously, all her songs are about sex, which is different to what we used to listen to before. But um, still, I think her music is good, and I love seeing her being a complete artist, doing very good performances and stuff. So I chose her. Now I would like to know your opinions, Luquitas.
Look,
Okay. Well, I like her. I remember the first time I saw her on TV was years ago when she wasn't that famous yet. And I thought this girl is a really awesome performer. I remember I shared with my friend she loved it because and she's a really fan of Britney Spears as well. So I think she's an artist that puts a lot of effort and work in what she's doing. She wants to be kind of perfect. She wants to prove it. I can do it. I can dance. I can sing live. And this is good. Like I see the fire in her eyes and the anger to be uh, better every day as an artist. So definitely, I think she can have more steps up in the next years or months or the next releases. I'm really curious actually to see what she's doing next. Is an artist to keep the eye open. I think she's evolving and there's more for us to see. I don't know if she's gonna be a
Hmm.
legend right now. I think she's super relevant, but I still think that is easy to forget. Like if she disappeared like in a few months and didn't release anything, I don't know if it's gonna be like something that we're gonna be really missing, let's say that.
Yeah.
But I
Hmm.
think she's in a good path, like a good way. And before we continue, I just want to say hey to Adrian and Norman, our friends here watching. Hello guys.
no friend.
Hello, Adri Dudu and Normi Nunu. Thank you for watching. Okay, Mao.
Okay, as you said, me, Mariel, I'm going to be very honest in this episode. And actually, your selection, this is the uh, this person, this girl, is the one that I like the less, even when I like some songs. But for better or for worse, you need to be like pretty. In case, for example, in her case, she needs to be pretty, and she's not pretty for me.
Okay.
Uh, and because like Britney, for example, Britney was like a hottie, like Britney was super hot, and Dagmar Roy is not pretty. Sorry, she's not pretty.
Hmm.
And she's a very good dancer. But I think that's all. Like for me, she's like a very TikTok artist. Like this girl that came from TikTok, like Addison, Addison Raw, Addison. There is another one.
Addison Ray.
Yeah, Addison Ray. This kind of girl that this kind of girl that come from TikTok, but that's all. I can appreciate her dancing because she's a very good dancer. I saw this in her videos, but that's all for me. Like it's a shame because
Okay.
I'm talking about the music industry, like in the music industry, you need to be pretty, and she's not pretty, so maybe that's the reason. Maybe in the future she's not going to get like a lot of success because of that. I'm not saying this because I think to be beautiful is like a requirement, but in the music industry it's like that, and she's not pretty. So I think that's maybe a reason to not consider her like the next pop star, like very
Okay.
relevant.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Mimao. It's your turn, Mimao.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to start with I think the only boy in this episode today because the three of us selected only girls, and is Troy Sivan. I remember I knew about Troy like when a song of him was part of the soundtrack of a movie called Love Simon, and for me was not like very I was not very interested about him. But when he released one of the this new album that is called something to give each other something like that, I was very surprised, and I think he connected even with me that he's younger than me, obviously, and but he connects with me, and I think he connects with a lot of gay men because of the lyrics of his songs, because he's very open about it, and in the past we never had this kind of idol, like very open, singing about like being with another guy or having fun in a party with guys, so for me was so interesting, and one of your girls for me was like a declaration, like, oh, I used to feel like that,
Mhm.
so for me was like very good. And with I knew about this new album of him because of Got Me Started, and for me was like, oh, this is a perfect pop song, so I think he has all the potential because of that, because we needed this kind of gay idol, for us. And I think he has all the potential, all the elements to become someone like that, like very open, talking about this, like, and in a very classy way for me. Um, I'm talking about Troy Sivan, Alan. You are. I don't know if he's a poppers guy. I don't know. What do you think about it, friend?
Well, I think Troy didn't have his moment yet.
Okay.
Like I think he's about to have something similar to what happened with Charlie XCX eventually, I believe, because of the way he's growing and building his career. Like for example, I was really into his music at the beginning with the album Blue Neighborhood. That was more dramatic, the thing of he was telling a story about two really young boys that were friends and fell in love. All those things that we all connect because we've been there as a teenager. So for a while, I wasn't into his music anymore until this last album that he released with Rush. That actually I don't really like Rush, but I like the other tracks, especially Honey is my favorite and became like my favorite song by him, and was the last single from this era. So I can only imagine that with a era that was more important to him, maybe he's planning even bigger for the future. So I think he has the potential to be bigger. I don't know if it's gonna be a legend, but
Okay.
we never know. Like I never expected Charlie XCX to become a list like she's now selling
Like,
tours in arenas. I always loved her, but I saw her in a concert in São Paulo in a place this small, like, and for me was like the dream. So I don't know, anything can happen. I don't know.
I, I agree, friend. What do you think, Mariel?
Well, um, I think he's just a gay icon. I gotta say it that way. I mean, we've had other gay artists in the past that have been more classy and more relevant, starting with Mr. George Michael or even Freddie Mercury, who are who were openly gay but didn't have to brag about it. So for me, it's like he wants to be like, I'm gay, okay, I'm gay, and I'm super proud to be gay, and I'm like, okay, you're gay, okay, that's great, but he's like, did you understand that I'm gay? I feel like that's what he's trying to send in his songs and in his videos and his messages, like I'm gay and that's what matters. And I don't think that's the best part of him is if you are talented, doesn't matter if you're gay or not, people were still gonna love you. But and I think other artists in the past have been more, yes, openly about it, but not like, you know what, I have to be the biggest gay star to be relevant. No. And they were powerful and they were famous for their amazing songwriting, for their great voices. So this guy, I only see him as a gay icon, but not as a future legend, in my opinion.
Okay, okay. It's interesting that you mentioned very huge legends like George Michael and Freddie Mercury because they are legends. And I think in the past it was very like even when they were openly gay, they were not singing so open about other guys. You know, for me, like I can't remember a lot of songs talking about gay love with them after the moment that they were more famous
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So yes. But anyway, mi Maria, thank you so much for your answer. What about you, friend? What is
You're
your
welcome.
first selection?
Okay. Just to complete this subject that we were talking about, I think like there's a lot of spots here that we are missing a little because, um, for example, Marielle mentioned that they didn't sing a lot about sex in the past, but I disagree. Like for all the songs by Britney and Christina, even Jessica were very sexual. I understand that sometimes it's more porn right now. I get it. And George
Mm-hmm.
Michael as well had like very controversial songs. Like he had a music video with two police guys kissing and making out that was like a scandal. So I think it's all faces, But I get it. I get it. What you meant. So moving on from a gay to a lesbian, we are going to Renee Rap uh, right now. Renee is my obsession for the past weeks. I've been talking about her here, so it's like a chance for me to talk a little bit more. But not just because of that. It's because I truly believe she's stepping her way to become more relevant right now. So I decided to choose three artists in different um, spaces that I believe that are growing, and eventually can become bigger. And I think in US right now there's kind of movement. I don't know, with labels or people who had money. I don't know, but I think I see this movement to put Renee Rapp in a different um place. Like she came from the music theater. She was Regina George in Mean Girls on Broadway. She released music, more soul music in the past, more soulful songs, even R&B songs, and she's an actress and everything. And she is about to release Bite Me, that is more pop rock album. That from the two singles, Leave Me Alone and Mad, that is the one that I share with you. I think from the first time is more uh, herself. If you watch the interviews, everything that she says, her attitude and everything matches those two songs, and I think they are making this movement. So I'm seeing her in the biggest TV shows singing. She was in American Music Awards. She was in the Good Morning America concert, singing live because she's really good singing. And I think we're gonna see her in the future a little bit more in the charts. I'm sensing that she can be the next Olivia Rodrigo or something, in this universe. And I'm really happy about it because I really love the two songs and I can't wait to listen to the album. So that's it. If she's gonna be a legend, I don't think so. I think we saw artists with the same attitude in the past. For example, her faces, the way she portrays herself in the music video of Mad, reminds me so much of Pink, Like Pink had a lot of that sarcastic attitude. So she's gonna be a legend. I don't think so, but I think she's in the way to become someone really relevant in the next months. That's my opinion. So I want to start with Mao with this one.
Okay, friend, thank you. Well, I knew about Rene Rapp because of that, because at first she was like not releasing officially, but with a lot of soul R&B songs, and for me, she has this soulful voice. So I was expecting that for her debut album or something like that, you know. So I was a little disappointed when I was listening to the songs. Not saying the songs are bad because they are not. I was so happy because I saw Alexandra Shipp that portrayed Aliyah in the Aliyah's biopic in
Mhm.
the video of Rene. But I think it was a clever move for her to move in that direction, you know, like more mainstream.
Yeah,
Because if she stays in the R&B world, maybe it was not easy for her to be more known and to be more famous and to have more popularity, you know. So I think it was a clever move, even when I don't like so much the song. Not because the songs are bad, it's just like my taste, you know. So I think she's going to be more relevant. I think it's like she's taking like a good direction in her career. But at the same time, I don't consider she's going to be like a legend. Now that you compare her to Pink, I think it's very similar. Pink started with an R&B record and then moved to more pop rock vibe. So I think I never saw like the similarities, and now I'm seeing the similarities very clearly. Like, okay, she started like this R&B girl, and now she's singing different kind of music. So yes,
yeah.
I think it was a very clever move of her.
And ironic, the way she sings those new tracks are very ironic, which Pink did a lot in the past.
Exactly,
But
exactly. Yeah.
don't be sad, friend. For the preview, I think the next single is gonna be very soulful. Maybe you like it.
Okay, okay. Because I love her voice. I think she has an. I saw a video when she was singing I think FWB song or something like that, and she was very soulful. I was like, oh, this girl can sing. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. What about you, Marielle?
Well, I remember this one now. It's just that I watched them today and I was trying to figure out which was who. Um, I'm not so much into pop rock music. You guys know that.
Yeah, it's Frozen.
I think it's frozen.
Okay, sorry. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. There was a problem with my internet.
Okay. Are you back?
Never mind. Go ahead, Mimari.
Yes. Yes, I'm back. Okay. So for me, this I'm not so much into pop rock music. So for me, this girl was like one more um, of the pop rock movement. But I wasn't so crazy about her. I might need to listen to more of her music to make a more detailed opinion. But for what I could listen to and see, it was like, okay, she's another one trying to be like messy and sassy and like that. But like you just mentioned, we already had Pink. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I think I need to listen to more of her projects to give you a more detailed opinion because I'm not I wasn't so comfortable with this song. I
Okay.
was like, okay, it's one more pop rock song.
You are not convincing yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
No,
you
I'm not
don't think
convinced. No, I'm not.
you don't think she can be like the next sensation?
No, maybe relevant in the pop rock world, but I don't see her as Pink, as big as Pink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the question.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because Pink is a legend.
Mm,
it is. She is.
yeah, Pink has done a lot of stuff. Yes. Okay. Um. Oh, it's my turn.
So
Okay.
sorry, Michael.
My next.
Before you continue, to
Yes.
answer about Norman question, do you think, guys, all the things she said can be considered legendary?
Of course.
I like the Adri answer. Iconic for me, yes, because it was in a moment that we didn't have this kind of revelation on a video, on a pop music video. So for me, was so important. Like watching
Yeah.
this with 12 years of age and trying to explore about myself and trying to discover who I am, who I was in that moment as a gay kid. For me, was so important and so revelating for me, like to see these two girls like kissing on the video. For me, was yeah. So I think it's iconic. Maybe
Yeah,
not legendary, but iconic for
I
sure.
Yeah.
think for
It's
me
iconic.
legendary. For me legendary because I think is a song that goes beyond the artist and the meaning and everything. Because if you play now the song, I do every Saturday, everyone knows. You know the type of music that you
Yeah,
play and everyone knows, everyone
Hmm.
can sing. A lot of people screams and like, but sometimes if you ask who's the singer, not everyone will know the details behind the track. So I think when the track
Hmm.
kind of uh, is above the whole thing, is kind of legendary. Any list of the 2000s, you gotta have that song there. So for me, it's legendary, in my opinion.
okay. What do you think, Mariel?
It is iconic for me because when it came out, it was a shock for many.
Yeah,
Like the video when the girls are together and people are watching them on the other side, it's like wow, finally a group
Yeah,
that is all singing openly about being lesbians or something like that, right? So like a topic that wasn't so popular back then, or not popular, more like taboo that people didn't want to
yeah.
talk about.
yeah.
Yeah. So for for me, yeah, it's iconic. I I think it's the only song I know by them, but
See,
it's
see.
good. It's good.
Yeah. Okay, mi Mariel, your next artist.
Okay, now my next artist is Miss Dua Lipa. I love Dua Lipa from not from the moment she began, because when she first appeared, I was like okay with the song New Rules, but when she released her Future Nostalgia album and she released Don't Start Now,
Mhm.
Physical and Levitating, I was like, oh, okay, this girl really likes to be in the pop industry. And she has a really nice voice. She's a good dancer too. She does great performances. She writes her own songs. I think she's complete. She's probably in to become the next princess of pop, the main princess of pop now. Not not that Britney isn't any longer, but Britney will forever be like the princess of pop behind Madonna. But now it's time for Dua Lipa to become uh, more like in that spot, to take that spot, because Britney hasn't released anything yet, and I don't think she will. But I think Dua is doing a great job with her music. She has released very nice pop songs, and she's really talented. I love her voice. She has a great vocal range. So for me, I think she can be heard in many years to come. What do you guys think, Mimao?
I totally agree with you, mi Mariel. For me was the same, like you mentioned, when she released this new album that I think is called Dua Lipa. I remember my ex-boyfriend was so crazy about her, and for me was not like the big deal for me. Like he was like, "Oh, she's great.
Mm,
She's amazing.
mm.
Her voice is incredible," and for me was like watching this new rules and the other don't na, na, don't lie, no lie
I
with
don't give a
Sean Paul.
fuck. Oh, okay.
uh,
Uh,
yes,
With
it's
shampoo.
no lie, don't
oh
lie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
For me was like who's that girl, and
I
I
think so.
think yes, I think her dancing skills were not on point. Because I don't know if you remember this joke about her, like, "Come on, girl, give us nothing," because she was doing nothing on the stage. Like, so for me, it was like, "Oh, this girl is not." But when she
Yeah,
released
she used to be very plain.
very plain, yeah, and very
Yeah.
funny in a way. But when she released Future Nostalgia, everything changed. She had a new image, very, very wow, very full of the greatest that we want to see in a pop star. Good songs, good lyrics. Not so deep, but very good lyrics. Very good videos, very colorful. And yes, and I don't know what is happening right now because at least here in Colombia she's not so big in comparison to the previous era. Right now she's not like being like on the top because here with Levitating and all the songs you mentioned, mi Mariel, she was huge here in Colombia, and right now she disappeared here. You don't listen to Dua Lipa anymore here, so for me it's a shame because she has everything, and I want for her to be a legend because she deserves it. But I don't know if for her happens that, for example, Katy Perry or these kind of things. Like, oh, in a moment she was huge and suddenly she's not huge anymore. So I don't want that for her because I think she is a goddess, to be honest.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, thank you, Mao. Luquillas.
Yeah, it's like Ma was on my mind because I was about to say that I don't believe she's gonna be the next uh, pop princess. I believe she's gonna be the next Katy Perry, unfortunately,
Uh-huh.
because for me it was the same. I liked New Rules at the beginning a lot, and then nothing else. And with the future nostalgia, I was obsessed, crazy. I thought, oh, I'm a number one fan. I want to collect her. I want to have the CDs, the vinyl. I want to have everything single by single. Number one here in my house. My number one song at the end of the year, I think, was Levitating. I love it, everything. The remix album, everything. And I don't know, suddenly the hype just passed for me a little. I went to her concert in Rio, and to be honest, I was for me, I didn't feel the energy. I'm not blaming her. I think it's because it was Rock in Rio. It's like full of people with such
Mm,
a huge crowd that maybe the whole stage energy wasn't coming fully to me. So I was kind of pretty much
mhm.
talking with my friends during the concert. I wasn't super um, I don't know. I wasn't feeling the way I thought I would in her concert,
Okay.
but I think she's gonna be a victim of the industry very soon because
Very
for
soon.
me was pretty obvious that that era that we had that was so amazing, the future nostalgia, was planned, fully planned by the label and the people behind the money, because it was everything on point. Like the song's perfect. Uh, I don't know. They made happen. And suddenly with the next album, that for me is too
Mm,
similar to Future Nostalgia, the things aren't the same anymore. I think she still have the fans because the tour is doing great. Like she's selling a lot of tickets in arenas and everything. I think it is happening, but it is tricky right now, because I think when you love an artist, you gotta be very connected and truthful, loyal to this artist, because sometimes it doesn't reflect the reality. For example, she's not on the
Mhm.
charts right now, Dua Lipa, but she's selling arenas. So that's why I'm saying that maybe she's gonna be the next
Mhm.
victim, the next one damaged by the industry, because they made you feel that she's not
Mhm.
relevant anymore. Like Jennifer Lopez, for example. I don't know if you guys are watching the videos from her concerts right now. Her tour is insane. It's like arenas full of people
Mhm.
screaming and crazy about her. And if you go on Twitter X, you're gonna think that she's ruined, that her career is over. So what's real? So
That's
I don't
right.
know. I think we're gonna see with Dua Lipa
Yeah,
what's
I think
happening to Katy
it's
Perry.
crazy.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, Luquitas. Uh, Adrian is saying that he likes Dua Lipa's and Elton John song. I can listen to that song every day.
Beautiful.
Norman says that her album Future Nostalgia is still a great pop album. It made
Absolutely.
her
Yeah.
legendary, but then she fizzed out. I think the album Radical Optimism is not being completely um how to say it, exploded, because it's a great album. I love it. I think it's my favorite from her. So I think it deserves more attention.
I think it's
But anyway.
definitely good, but I think the fans were expecting something totally different, because she was changing so much from era to era, that I think maybe for me, I thought she would come back with totally different thing, and was kind of similar. Not bad, I
Mm-hmm.
like, but I think that maybe was the problem, was become something like this. Zzz.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Mousy Mumu, your next choice?
Okay, my next choice is a girl from UK. Her name is Mehelia. Mehelia, yeah. I don't think she's going to be the next legend. But I think maybe in the R&B soul world, she can be considered in the future. Like for example, Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is not a legend, like a worldwide legend, like Madonna, for example. But in the R&B world, she is considered like a legend. Like very
Okay,
respected by others.
respect that.
Very respected. Yes. So actually, I don't like so much Erykah Badu. I don't like her work so much and her music, but I respect what she's done in the music industry, and um she's a big artist. Yeah, a big singer in the R&B world and in the soul world. Yeah, for this sport. So I think for Michaela is like that. I think she is very amazing writing songs. Her lyrics are amazing. I think her voice, even when she doesn't have a huge voice like Ariana or someone like that from the new generation, her voice is perfect for the music that she's doing right now. It's funny because in the cases of Take My Role, I say this not being mean, but in the case of Mehelia, she's not beautiful either, but I think she doesn't need to be beautiful for the music that she's creating, For me, she is very authentic, because she's a big girl. So, but she's very authentic, and with her authenticity, I think everything works for her. I want to know your opinions, with me, Mariel, starting with me, Mariel.
It's the boobs girl. Now I remember now. Her. It's the girl with the big boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I had no idea who this woman was. I had no idea she existed until you sent her, Mao. So for me, it was completely new, and I didn't like her. Like I thought she kind of wanted to be physically like Doja Cat. Like she wanted to emulate her makeup and stuff like that. So I kind of catch some of that vibe. I don't like Doja Cat either. I just like her song "Say So," but I think that she was trying to kind of move in that direction. So for me, a legend, no. An icon, no. Um, one more singer uh, in in the bucket, but not someone that is gonna be completely irrelevant. I don't think so. I'm sorry, Mimao.
No, no, no. Don't feel sorry. Don't feel sorry at all. Don't feel sorry at all. It's your opinion.
Okay.
I can understand what you're saying, mi Mariel. Actually, yes, yes, yes. That's the interesting thing about this podcast, like giving different aspects. Because maybe I like so much her music, so I perceive her in a different way from you. Like that's being objective. So thank you.
Mhm.
What about you, friend?
Okay.
Well, I knew her because of the song with JoJo.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I knew. So I was happy actually to watch this music video. Actually, I like the song. I like the video. I like the way the girls are using the hair because there's like a aesthetic thing going on with the things in the video. That everything is kind of not. How can I say? Uh, Symmetrical is the
Okay.
Portuguese. Not symmetrical. Is
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I like that in a way. I like the song. I think I have some sympathy for the girl because she looks like that type of girl that we all had in high school. That is not someone that you are best friends, not someone that you're gonna see in 10 years when you are out of school, but someone that you just like, and you like to talk a little. I don't know. She looks like the girls in the school. Yeah, so I felt sympathy for her. But I agree with Marielle. I think unfortunately she's gonna be just another singer that we probably gonna forget really soon. And that's it. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I was about to change her of my selection, but anyway, I wanted to know your opinion, so thank you,
Okay.
friends. Go ahead,
Okay.
friend.
It's
Luquitas.
me.
Yeah.
Okay. My next selection is Grief. Before I become obsessed with Renee Rapp, she was my obsession. I discovered this song last night's mascara in December of last year, and since then I'm listening a lot. I think this song is very powerful in my opinion. It's very raw in a way because she's a girl that have so many backgrounds going on. Like her father is from Jamaica, her mother is from Vietnam, and at the same time, she's not a Christian singer, but she's super uh, loyal to her faith. So in her music, you can feel that in some lyrics. For example, in that song, the song is like she's begging to God to wash her soul and make her forget about someone. So I don't know. At the same time, that is something so pure. The song has this dark vibe, and the way she sings and is kind of painful. I don't know. I really connected to the song, and I think in the middle of all that, we have a little bit of the 2000s, the very late 2000s vibe that we had with Ryan Tedder, uh, productions like Battlefield by Jordan and Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. all mixed up, and that's it. But I chose Grief not just because I love the song, because I think this time I'm gonna talk about UK. I think in the UK we're gonna see her having her moment eventually, because she's an artist that is going step by step. Like, she released a song, and then on Brit Awards they nominated her as the artist to keep your eyes on. And then she released a EP, and from the EP a song with a DJ that was Zed. After this, a mixtape, and after the mixtape, finally the album Vertigo. And when she released this single, for many months we didn't have the music video, because I think she was making money from the streaming to actually create a video, so you see that she's going little by little, little by little. So I see potential for her to become bigger on UK. I'm talking about UK in this case. I don't see worldwide, to be honest. um but I love that song so so much, and probably it's gonna be my number one song in this year if Rene Rap didn't beat her or any other artist release anything that I love more. So I want to start with Mao with this one.
Okay, friend, I think it's a shame because this is the case when an artist releases something iconic, maybe not legendary but iconic, but not it's not so relevant, because I was watching. Of course, I knew the song because of you, and today I think today I was watching the video for the very first time, and I was like, oh, this is different, this is cool, this is different. But at the same time, I think, oh, okay, she's not even in comparison to other singers that are making things that are not interesting at all, and she's making something different and interesting and yes, iconic. She's not being relevant, so it's a shame because that happens, and I think she's not. I don't know if in UK it's a very good example that you gave us, but I don't think so. Like she's not so mainstream. This song is not too mainstream to become something like this. But I totally think that she, in her own way, she's iconic, even when she's not going to be very relevant.
Hmm. At least authentic. That's what I meant.
Authentic. Actually,
Okay.
my last option, it's very similar. It's very
Okay.
similar.
Okay. You go, Marial. Is the girl with the water, dirty water, in the
Yeah,
video?
yeah, I remember. I remember. And I'm like Joaquin. He says, I feel like Tutankhamun. I don't know anyone. Me neither. I didn't know anyone from your lists. And I'm like, who are these people? I couldn't connect, Luquitas. I couldn't connect. I felt like there was something missing. The song, I didn't like the song. It was like I can hum it. It doesn't have like a melody for me to be like no, I don't, I didn't catch that. And the girl to me looked like kind of weird. So now that you mentioned that her background,
Hmm.
it's no wonder. But for me it's like no, it was my least favorite from your list, Luquitas.
Okay.
I couldn't connect. So I don't see
Okay.
her as the next best superstar. To be honest, I think it's more like a disposable artist again.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, get it. I think actually on UK the
Yeah.
next best superstar is Jade. I just want to say it.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um,
Me,
okay.
Mariel, go ahead.
My next and final choice. I chose Miss Ariana Grande because I do believe that this woman does have enough talent in her tiny, tiny body. She has a powerful, wonderful voice, which is something that we've been missing in the past years. because we've had Whitney, we had Mariah, we had Celine, we have Adele, but someone a little bit younger, we didn't. So we finally have Ariana, and Ariana is the one that can actually make it big in the future. She's not a great dancer, to be honest, but I don't think that she needs to be a great dancer. Just like Mariah, she's more like her voice is her power, and to me, I think she's gonna become a next legend in 20 years, probably 30. We will see about that, but I do believe that she has one of the best voices of the century, and a huge talent. Now, what do you think, Luquitas?
I think she's definitely in other level than everyone that we mentioned here tonight. She's definitely uh, already iconic and relevant and being like reference, like of someone who's doing great in movies, in music, very talented. And you see other artists praising her all the time. Like Selena Gomez is talking about Ariana all the time. She loves her, and I think you are right. I think for me she's already in a different level, and I think if she continue releasing things, I think we're gonna see her uh, being a legend in the future. My only fear is that she gave up on music eventually, because I saw her talking
Yeah.
about it a few times. But if she continues, I think we're gonna see a lot of great things from her for sure. I agree with you on this one.
Okay. Thank you, Luquitas. Mousy Mumu.
Well, mi Mariel, yes, definitely. As Lucky said, she's in another league, in comparison to the other artists. She's already iconic. For me, she's already a legend, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, she's totally relevant. And I think her power is her voice, to be honest. Like, because her lyrics are not so interesting, are good, but and are pop songs. But I think her power is her voice. She has an amazing voice. I don't like so much her personality, or at least what we see on her. I think it's like mm, not a little like superficial. I don't know, like not an interesting,
Hmm.
not so authentic. I don't see her like authentic, but I think that I see a lot of good things about her voice. And the last album, all these collabs that she made with Mariah Carey, with Brandy and Monica, that's iconic because she created a song called "The Boys Mine," inspired by this classic that is "The Boys Mine"
Yeah.
by Brandy and
Hmm.
Monica, and she included them in the video and then make a remix. So this is like, I don't know if it was her decision or the team decision, like her team. I think it was her team, not her. I don't know. She's too brilliant to do it, but I think it was like a goal. Like, oh, this is perfect because you take a classic and you make a song and and you include the original singer. So it was like perfect. Her
Hmm.
duet with Mariah Carey, yes, I think that is iconic. That is legendary, and I think, as I told you, I don't know if all are her decisions in comparison, for example, to Taylor Swift. That I know Taylor Swift is on control, is in control about it, about everything. Like, she
Mhm.
is the woman that is making the decisions about everything. In the
The
case of Ariana,
boss.
I think she's the boss. In comparison to Ariana, I don't think she's the boss. She's the one making the decisions, but I think her team is too good and make her like being this next sensation, and even not the next sensation, the now sensation. She's still relevant. She's
Yeah.
still good and good. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. So it's time for your second choice, Mao. Your third. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
Third choice and last choice, yes. This girl is also from UK. Her name is Ray. I think she is very different. I can see a similarities between her and Amy Winehouse. But not trying to copy Amy. It's more like being influenced in a way, but at the same time, she's very different because she's weird in a way. Her videos are weird in a way. She's very honest in her lyrics, and this song, that actually this song was very popular hit. That was the reason I knew about the song because of my sister, because my sister was obsessed about this song when it dropped. And the lyrics are sad, are hit you in a different way, you know. And I think she is very different in her physical appearance, you know, like she is very I don't know how to call it, like extravagante outrageous in a way.
Uh-huh.
So yes, I think maybe she's not going to be like the next Amy Winehouse, but Amy Winehouse right now is a legend, and was very iconic in her moment. For Ray, I think there is going to be a moment when she became this kind of artist, like different, but everyone can love, you know, or at least a lot of people can love because of her genuine spirit. I want to know your opinions. Started with
I think with her, or we are about to see her really exploding or break, because I think her time, her moment can be passing just now, because I believe she's an artist that is really praised by the industry and the artists. The I think I saw her saying, or someone saying, that she's the artist that your favorite artist loves.
yeah,
Something like
because
this. I saw
people,
an
yeah.
Yeah, I saw an interview of her and Christina. Christina interviewing her, and her interviewing Christina Aguilera, and it's nice because she's different, but I don't know what's missing. Something is missing yet.
Okay.
This song is really good that you mentioned. She have another song that is called Oscar Winning Tears, that
Okay.
she have insane vocals on that. I saw her performing live, and it's something that you watch and you feel like, because her voice is growing, growing, growing. And I think she's very organic. Like, she sings barefoot, and the way she holds the microphone is very weird and authentic. But it's something that got my attention, and in the next second, I totally forgot about her. I
Okay.
don't know what happened. It's not something that sticks in my mind and make me want to dig in her career, in songs and albums. And it's not about the look for me, because I like some weird stuff, and I think she's just different. But I don't know. For me, or she released something that really gonna make people stop and listen and pay attention to her, or we're gonna lose a really great talent soon, you know.
No, yeah, yeah, absolutely, friend. Yeah. What do you think, Mario?
Okay, this time is gonna be hard, really hard, because this one is the one I like the least out of all the songs from today, from all the artists. I was like, what the hell is this? I felt like I was watching a $10 hooker from Sunset Boulevard in the back of a car. So no, 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 no. I was like, what is this? What is she singing? What is she talking about cocaine? What is she? I didn't connect with her song. I didn't connect with her. Her appearance was like meh for me. Like I couldn't. I I'm so sorry about this one, but I don't see potential. I don't see talent. I don't see charisma. I don't see good song. uh, Everything is missing. Everything for me. But
Yes, this
that's it.
answer is this answer is so based in your personal taste, so I can get it.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't. I couldn't, Mimo. I couldn't even actually finish the video. And my husband was there with me, and he was like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't like this." So I had to take it.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes. It's very based on your personal thoughts and your personal taste, so I get it. Anyway, friends, thank you so much. It was
No, it's
really.
Lucas' time. It's
I sorry,
Lucas.
sorry, sorry, friend, sorry, sorry.
You wanna
Go
go,
ahead.
friend? Okay, I have one song more. Let me see because I forgot the name. It's Freya, right? Freya
Freya,
Sky.
yeah,
Freya, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Yes.
Freya Sky can fake it is the song that I choose. I know no one knows her. So I'm gonna give you a little background. She's only 15, so that's why I think she can be a promise. She's. I know she looks older in the video and kind of sexy, which is weird because she's only 15, but she's 15, and she started her career singing in the junior version of Eurovision. Um, because she's from UK actually, and she signed it by Hollywood Records, that is very well known for helping young artists to start, like Hilary Duff, Demi, all the Disney girls we saw. And actually, she writes songs. So her contract is for singer and songwriter for Disney stuff. And she's really young, so I think we probably gonna see more about her because this song that I chose for me is really catchy. Is very similar to songs that we used to listen years ago when Teenage Dream was popular. And
Hmm.
I don't know, I think she's just starting, so I can wait to see where it goes. Maybe she become in the future something like Sabrina, who started on Disney and had a long way until what's going on now with her. So when that happened, I wanna rescue this video and post and say, I believe in you.
I told you, yeah.
In 2025, I said you're gonna be big, girl. Yeah. So go, Mao. You start because you wanna run.
No, no, friend, sorry. I didn't want to run.
Just kidding, friend.
No, friend, actually, I was thinking the same about this girl, like even when I didn't like so much like the song or the vibe, I want to be very objective, and saying like this is the perfect example like Sabrina Carpenter, like maybe this girl is going to explode in a future. We are not seeing this coming, like in this moment, like okay, who's this girl that is big right now, like in the case of Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
For me was like the same. She's very young. Uh, right now there is a movement that a lot of artists are very inspired in the 2000s, so I can see, like now that Adri mentioned Olivia Rodrigo, when I knew about Olivia, I saw this influence, like oh, she's very inspired, like she's very similar to Avril Lavigne and these kind of things.
Yeah.
So in
And I
that I
love
see.
her, Adrian, answering you. I love her.
Oh yeah, and talking about this girl, I think the same. I think like oh, I can see like these girls from the 2000s that were in this lane, like very pop rock. So yeah, I I agree with you. I can see like the potential. Not maybe not to be a legend, not to be even iconic, but having, because for example, I don't consider Sabrina Carpenter is going to be considered iconic in the future, but with her moment, yes, with a big moment, yes, I agree.
Yeah. What about you, Marielle?
This one I did like. I had no idea the girl was 15. She looked like in her 20s. She looked a bit more older than
Yeah,
than she is. But the song was okay. I mean, it's a pop song. It's not like wow, super relevant or anything. But maybe if she works her way, she can become another pop princess. Maybe not a huge legend or an icon, but she can become a pop princess if worked fine, right?
yeah.
Because
She
if
can
they
have her
start
moment. Yeah.
exploiting her sexually, yeah, she can have her moment. So for me, it was okay. This one I did like.
Woo. Now we finish,
Okay,
Mao.
so now
Uh,
that was it, Mimao. Now
yeah,
we
yeah,
finish.
friend. That was it. Thank you so much. It was very interesting. As always, it's interesting to know your perceptions and the way you think about the artist. It's always interesting to me. I all the time I learn a lot about you and from you. So thank you so much, friends. This is a moment about our section. So I don't know if you have anything to show to our audience and to share with us.
I do,
Lucky,
I
I
do,
see
but
your.
please start because I forgot to take it.
Okay, mi Mariel, you have it at hand?
I'll be right back.
No, I don't. I thought that we weren't gonna have this section today because the episode is taking longer than it should be. But I don't have anything new in my collection, so right now I'm okay with it. And my
Okay.
obsession of the week, probably, I think it's gonna be Sophie Ellis Bextor and her album "Read My Lips." I'm obsessed with that album right now. So that's the one I'm obsessed with.
Okay. What about you, Frank?
My obsession still Rene Rap,
Okay.
and the CD is something I show you guys already. That is Nick Carter's promo. Do I have to cry for you? The Brazilian one
Mm-hmm.
that I was looking since 2002. So this is the newest thing in my collection. I'm also obsessed with a song called "Love Me Not" by a girl that I don't remember the name now, but I really like Ravine.
It's new. The girl is new.
I showed her, I showed you the video a few months ago, I think, and I'm just starting to be obsessed right now. Let me see her name because it's on my top on Last FM. Ravine
Okay.
Lene, "Love Me Not." She's an R&B singer, but the song is
Okay.
very different, like very pop.
Okay. I don't remember, Frank, but I I want to re-listen right now. The
Listen
song,
again, please.
please. Yes, for sure, friend. Well, as Mariel shared with us Ariana Grande's and the song that she chose was "The Boy's Mine." I wanted to show my single of "The Boy's Mine," the original one.
Oh,
Um,
yay.
the inspiration behind the
Mm-hmm.
Ariana song.
Me.
And my obsession, oh, it's hard. I'm obsessed with a song. It's very funny. I'm watching a series right now that is from here from Colombia. And it's called Manes. Because it's a word that we use here to call hombres. Like we say man or manes, referring to men. You know. So, and it's a series that is
Mm-hmm.
based on a soap opera that was from the 90s. And there is a song that is part of the soundtrack that is called Te Metiste en Mi Cabeza by the girl is called Olga Castillo. I don't know who is the girl. I don't know. I only know about the song because of the series, but it's a very good song. I was surprised, and it's very short because I think it was made only for the series. That Te Metiste en Mi Cabeza by Olga Castillo.
Okay. Adrian is obsessed with Raven
Oh,
Simone.
Perfect.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he thought you were saying something. The girl you were saying about
Okay.
Raven, he thought it was
Oh
Raven
no, no,
Simone.
no, it's
Okay.
Raven. And this is a jacket frame. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with Brandy sitting Abby Maroon. Yay! Love it. Love it. Classic. Okay, that's all, friends.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I think it's time to finish. But we had a great time tonight. I hope you guys did too. And thank you so much for watching. This is Ready Set Pop. Thank you, everybody. Anything you want to add, Luquitas Mau?
I want to say thank you guys watching our friends, all the comments. I see is really entertainment because we have two separate conversations going on. So I really like it with people in chats. So thank you for being here. Besitos, Adrian, en sus colchons. And that's it.
Besitos, Adri. Okay. Thank you. Mau?
Thank you, friends. It's always a pleasure. Thank you to the audience for being there all the time. Thank you, friends. You are the best. And that's all.
We love you, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.